house with secrets. Welcome to the Mystic Tales channel. Today, we have an incredible story about an old house with dark secrets. Have you ever heard of houses that hide mysteries within their walls? This tale will make you see old houses and their histories in a whole new light. Why was this house abandoned? What terrible secrets are hidden behind its walls? You will uncover the truth, but be careful, for what you hear may change your perception of the world forever. Subscribe so you don't miss any mystical stories. Now, sit back and prepare for a journey into a world of secrets and mysteries. In the quiet town of Oldwood, nestled among dense forests, stood an abandoned house. No one knew when it was built, but the elders whispered that the house hid many secrets. Time passed, and the house deteriorated, but no one dared to enter until new owners moved in the Henderson family. Jack and Mary Henderson, along with their children, Tom and Lisa, decided to start a new life in this old house. At first, everything was fine. The house was spacious and cozy despite its age. But soon, the Hendersons began to notice strange things. At night, they heard rustling and faint voices. Objects moved on their own, and some rooms suddenly became very cold. One day, while playing hide-and-seek with his sister, Tom discovered an old door behind a massive wardrobe in the living room. The door was locked, but the boy's curiosity got the better of him. He told his parents about his find, and Jack decided to investigate. With great effort, he managed to open the door, revealing a narrow corridor leading deeper into the house. The corridor was dark and narrow, with a low ceiling. At the end of it, they found several doors, each leading to a small, dusty, cobweb-covered room. In one of the rooms, Mary found an old diary belonging to the house's previous owner, a mysterious man named Edward Crowley. From the diary, they learned that Crowley was not just a resident, but an occultist engaged in dark rituals. He used these hidden rooms for his experiments and summoned spirits to gain eternal life. But something went wrong, and Crowley disappeared without a trace. Since then, the house had been cursed. The more the family read the diary, the more strange things happened in the house. One night, Lisa woke up to a strange whisper. Following the voice, she ended up in one of the secret rooms, where she saw a ghostly figure. It was Edward Crowley. He tried to tell her something important, but suddenly vanished. The next day, the family decided to leave the house, but the doors and windows were locked. They were trapped. Jack remembered the ritual described in the diary that could banish the evil spirit and break the curse. Gathering in the living room, the Hendersons began the ritual. Suddenly, the house started shaking, and the ghosts of former residents appeared before them. It was the scariest moment of their lives. The house filled with strange sounds and cold gusts of wind. The ghosts of people who had once lived there passed through the walls and vanished into thin air. One of the ghosts, an old woman in vintage clothing, approached Lisa and whispered something in her ear. Lisa screamed in terror, but Jack calmed her, reminding her of the importance of completing the ritual. As the ritual neared its end, the shadows in the room began to disappear. Suddenly, Edward Crowley appeared before them. His face was twisted with rage and fear. He tried to stop the family from finishing the ritual, but Mary, holding the diary, began to read the final lines of the spell. With each word she spoke, Crowley became more and more transparent. Finally, when Mary uttered the last word, Crowley let out a piercing scream and vanished. The house fell silent. There were no more sounds or ghosts. The doors and windows reopened, and the family stepped outside. They left the house, feeling relieved and joyous. A few days later, the Hendersons moved to another town. They never returned to Oldwood, but the story of Crowley's house stayed with them forever. They shared it with friends and acquaintances, warning that not all secrets should be uncovered. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the Mystic Tales channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Share your thoughts on Crowley's house, and let us know what other mystical stories you would like to explore. If we reach 5,000 likes, we'll tell a story based on real events that will shock you to the core. Don't miss new stories. There are many more thrilling and mystical tales ahead.